All right. Hey guys, we are back. This is Val, and we are ready to talk about and continue our conversation for letter number 4. Ron, how have you been and happy summer?
Hi, Val. It's been a really pretty nice summer, hasn't it? I had a little mishap recently, and I'm kind of laid up right now, but I'm looking at it like this is going to bring a change in my life anyway. So, for that respect, I'm kind of excited for it.
What happened? Are you willing to share with the audience or what are you thinking?
Sure. I was mowing my grass like I've been doing in the same spot for 16 years, and my one leg went out from under me, and I fell on my left knee and tore my tendon and all the muscles loose from my kneecap. So I'm kind of hopping around right now. I had surgery a week ago. The doctor said it's looking really good. Just don't bend it and give it some time.
Sometimes the healing process, Ron, can be the hardest thing.
Yeah, definitely. It's gonna be a little boring, but hopefully I can have more time to reflect and go introspective on this, what it all is going to mean to me.
All right. So, I don't know if you guys got a chance to take a look at the previous episodes, but I thought the last one was really funny. Ron and I shared a great story time, and to get you guys started to kick off letter number 4. So, letter number 4, Ron and I was discussing beforehand just how amazing and all the topics that it's going to cover. We thought that this would be a great opportunity for you guys to share down below some of your stories, some of your experiences, and we're going to try to make this not so controversial because I think it mentions a lot of worldly things that are going on today. So I'm gonna let Ron get started, read to us a little bit, and you guys join in the conversation.
All right, thanks, Val. I'm really glad to be back and getting back with our recordings now. So the next part, letter four, Christ is actually talking about the sorting of the goats and the sheep. And, he said that is definitely a real thing. And it is a real thing that's going to happen here on this earth plane. Um, and contrary to the book of Revelation, this is not going to be like on the last day. It's kind of actually taking place now, I believe. He did predict a lot of these things would come through in the next 20, 25 years, and we're right in smack dab in the middle of that time frame when these letters were first issued. And he's saying that the sorting is not a punishment from on high. You've got to remember that God does not punish. God is all loving, but it's a natural working of things that are in our world right now. Um, and so, the goats are going to have to endure the horrific force of the rebellious consciousness. Um, Christ is reminding us that he's long ago ascended to the highest frequencies of consciousness with celestial kingdoms, and he's with the other ascended masters. He said it's the same way with all the great teachers who've lived on earth, who've been enlightened and perceived the reality of source and taught from their point of view in their enlightenment, all after the transition into the next dimension. They've escaped the treadmill of reincarnation. So, physically on this earth, Muhammad's never going to come back. Buddha's never going to come back. Christ is never going to come back. Abraham is never going to come back, regardless whoever it is. They are there, but they're all of the same mind. They all have the same message, and they all share in what we're calling here the Christ consciousness. There could be another word for it, I suppose, but there's no differentiation between what we exhibit in the world today with different, how the labels of different religions. It's just a very highly ascended view that is all about love and acceptance and, the ability for our own selves to work our way through life and trying to get ourselves improved. Um, one of the main things is forgiveness of other people and also just be loving and accepting.
That he said, I told you that I came in the persona of Jesus to the Jews in the Palestine. I might as well have said that I came to the Arabs in the persona of Muhammad, since Muhammad and I are of one spirit. So that makes total
Mhm.
sense to me.
It's also saying here that it's vitally important that, and this is where this is really tying into the world and our national events right now. Vitally important to understand and realize that the divisions that we make between ourselves and our teachers. So, in the United States, Christianity is a predominant religion, okay, but there are still different faiths within Christianity, and then you've got Muslims, you've got Jewish, you have Buddhist, Hindu, and dozens of other ones. Okay, he's saying that the divisions we're making is just highly erroneous in that we're all united in a common source of being. We really are brotherhood of beings in life. Uh, I think a lot of maybe I don't. I know you said you were raised Catholic, but it seems in more Southern, maybe Baptist type things where they talk about brotherhood and things like that.
Mhm.
If taken to the heart, is really, really the right attitude to have because we really, really are. It doesn't matter what our skin color is, or what our sex is, or what we believe. We all have the same God particle within us, and we're just hurting each other. There's no reason to. We need to see the commonalities and understand each other rather than throw sticks and yell and names and things like that.
And now I just read where it says, but all of these are all superficial. They are um, masking your reality. You call your soul, even if they die, will mask the truth concerning the drop of a water in the palm in your hand.
The sheep of every religious persuasion, as he's saying here, uh, those who have been sufficiently evolved with spiritual understanding to understand the fundamental unity within our common source of being, we should seek to unite in a brotherhood in our towns and countries and reach out in bond with our other like-minded spiritual brethren worldwide, regardless of what's taking place in the world right now. Uh, Transcend all religious differences. He's Christian, Muslim, Sufi, Jew, Israeli, Palestine, Hindu, Buddhist, etc. Regard ourselves, we're all equal, and we should all be safe within universal blanket of love and universal intelligent protection. And we should be at peace with ourselves. And, it seems to be, even though there's no massive world wars right now, it seems that tolerance has just gone out the window in the world today. Nobody is willing to see somebody else's viewpoint or allow them to be as they are. They want to force their way upon them. And this is really smacking me in the face that this is the calling that we're coming into right now.
And it just stuck out to me. No one can rob a person of their importance except the person himself by his denial of his value. And I think that's what some of the politicians, or maybe people that we see as authoritative figures, we see them doing that. And like what you're saying, there is no voice better than the other voice. There is no race, no color, no professional, you know.
So, moving back through the letter, um, Jesus saying that both he and Muhammad, and really all the other masters that have been on earth, they both were of the same consciousness. They both spoke about a God of love and mercy according to the way in which our humanity permits us to perceive that inspired word of God. Um, where is that today? It's so lost upon the mind of so many people uh, throughout the world. Much in the strife that's going on between Russia and Ukraine right now, or Israel and Palestine. Um, Here in the United States, I feel like that, really, well, personal and religious liberties are under attack based on the current administration, forcing people to, teach the Bible in the school. What about the people who believe in a different, religion right now? They have to learn the Christian one. Is that the only right one that there is? Is that what we're saying there? There's plenty of other places where people are just trying to dominate other people and push their way of life because they feel like it's right. I've seems like pretty much any conflict since the time of Christ has been in the name of religion. How is something that's supposed to be so freeing and so instructive to a better way causing so much harm and strife and death in the world? Why did the church back in the days burn women because they accused them of being witches? It's gone on and it continues today.
The internet is telling me that religion can be the source of conflict for a number of reasons. Dogma, let me see, interpretation, and cultural marketing, social inequity, popular support, and devoted participation. It's the reason why religion can cause war.
Especially if you follow pretty much any organized religion that was made by man. Uh, this Christ Letters is the only document that I have ever seen that says, scrap all that, forget it. This is the way of love. And as many times as I've read this, I cannot see any fault in what he's saying here. He's not bringing a new religion. He's not imposing any new rules. He's saying, look, the people, this is real simple. Get along. Believe in the God force, the all that is, the mother, father, God, whatever you want to call it. But it's really there. And if you change your mind and are accepting of everything, that's all you need. We don't need all these rules in the rituals. And you see, basically, that's all crap. That's all crap just added by people thinking that they're trying to put themselves above what really is. Christ also reminds us again that, when he was back in the day, you were either in line or you weren't with the current religious teachings were of the day. And he was a huge rebel. Things he did, the things he said were so contrary. It's a wonder if he didn't get stoned before he was put to death. But I think that people saw something in him in that loving presence that maybe there's something to this, and it rang a chord. And again, I'm not knocking anything that what's happened today. A lot of good has come from his teachings, but still, we managed to insert the dogma. We managed to insert the control in pretty much every religion, saying you must do this, you have to do that way, and you need to go evangelize and make somebody else believe in this way. It's so much more simple than that. It really is. Love and accept, tolerate your neighbor. Don't try to control, don't try to push your way, and resist when somebody, well, when I say resist, just acknowledge and walk away. We don't want to start up another conflict. That's something else that, Christ is going to get into about how to deal with conflict a little bit later in there. But, let's just learn to exist.
If you guys are thinking one thing is one way and maybe it's really not, I hope that what we said today, I hope that this video will give you a change of heart, a different outlook, a different view. And that would be our gift to you. And thank you again for watching our videos.
Thank you, everyone, and catch you next time.
Bye.